Hi, I'm Jennifer Wagner with Collective Wellness, and this is a yoga stretch fusion class. Please make sure to exercise within your ability, and if you experience any difficulty, please make sure to stop and seek a physician right away. This class is standing only. Find a space, get a chair if you wish, and join me back here. We'll get started. Welcome back to my class. Today is a standing only class. Please make sure you have a chair nearby if you need one. We're going to start off in the mountain pose. So toes are spread, feet are hip width apart, lining up the knees and the hips together. And then we're going to be nice and tall through your back, shoulders towards your back pockets, palms open up, and gently close your eyes. You're welcome to gaze down at the floor if you wish. Have your ears lined up with your shoulders. Shoulders and hips lined up. Hips and knees. Knees to ankles. Inhale and exhale. Just finding your center. Just letting it all go. All your stress and all your worries. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. You're going to inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, open out wide. Good. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time. We're going to add on. Exhale, swan dive. Hinge from your hips. Bend your knees if you need to. Protect your back. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Lift with your back. Again, exhale, swan dive. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, reverse. Good. Let's do one more time. Monkey pose. Inhale. Your back is flat as a table. Hands on your shins if you need to. I'm turning to the side so you can see. Your neck is long, so your chin is slightly tucked. Back is flat as a table. Shoulder blades slide back. Exhale, forward bend, dropping your head and arms. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Do one more time. Exhale, swan dive. Monkey pose. Inhale, back is flat. Neck is long. And then exhale all the way down. Reverse swan dive. Lift with the upper back. I'm turning back to you. And release. Okay. Inhale, back up. Sitting down into chair pose, hands into namaste. I want you to make sure your toes and knees are lined up and you're shifting your hips back so the knees are behind the toes. Inhale, up. Again, chair pose. Chest stays open. Good. We're just going to go back and forth into this. Start to warm up the body again. Good. Make sure those hips go back. Stick your booty back there. Knees and toes stay nice and lined up. Check them really quick if you need to. Good. Let's come down and hold with this one. Pull your abdominals in, your back is flat. Hands come to inner thighs. We're going to turn this into a cat-cow. Tail one under, chin is under, arch to the back. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see if you need to. Inhale into a cow stretch. So keep your legs bent, knees bent. Your tail one out, chin is out, arch to the back. And then cat, exhale. Really move through the spine. Inhale into a cow. Again, cat. Keep those knees bent, sitting down, and then cow. Let's do one more time through. And then curl yourself all the way up. Roll those shoulders up and back. And then we're just going to swing those arms cross forward and back, just nice and loose. Just let those arms just kind of warm up. Knees are soft, unlock your knees. So the combination that I do with yoga and dynamic stretching, the biggest thing is that really just working out those joints, those muscles, stretching out those muscles and joints, but also we're gentler on the body, unlocking those joints without actually hurting those joints. So you're not going to see a lot of inverted poses, not a lot of holding extreme poses. Not going to put you in a pretzel. Okay, arms come down. This time we're going to do what's called beat the drum. So the arms are going to go sideways, and you're going to do a little bit of a twist. Knees are soft. And when you get that momentum going, this is what it's called the beat the drum. It's a Tai Chi movement. And just let those arms just kind of fall to the side. And you're actually going to almost slap the sides of your body because that momentum. Still kind of loose. One of the things that we don't realize is, especially if we're dealing with a lot of pain, is that fight or flight, we're holding on and babying those parts of our body, and we don't know how to just let them go. So when we're doing these exercises, I want you to just focus on just releasing, let it go, and focus on just the movement. Try not to think about the pain if you can, and then eventually the body will allow it to go through. Okay, release. We're going to swing those arms up and around, tuck the chin, sweep those arms around the front, and then open up the chest. Okay, bend those knees, arch the back, tailbone under, sweep around, and open. One more time. And release. Feet out wide. We're going to lunge side to side. So you can turn your knees out just a little bit with your toes. Shifting the hips back so the knees stay behind the toes still. Still kind of warming up those legs, but we're stretching. That's where you're going to feel that dynamic part of it, is that we're moving, we're working and stretching back and forth through that movement. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to hold to your right. Hold to your right. Right knee is bent. Left leg is straight. I want you to flex. Now, if you're comfortable enough, go ahead and moving on to the next step, is you're going to flex your left foot, and then you're going to rotate, open up the hips so your toes and knees are straight up. Don't forget that your right knee and toes are still lined up. This is what happens. Just hard on that knee, so make sure it's open. And then right hip is going to shift out and back a little bit more. And then from here, your toes dropping down and up, down and up. Feel that through the legs, working down into the foot, up through the leg. Coming up and hold, down and hold, up, turning your foot in, and we're going to switch to the other side. Hold. Left hip back and hip out to the left and back. Right hip opens up as your foot is flexed, toes and knees are to the sky. Check this knee, your left knee, and then from here down and up. Now this, I always have to kind of come in a little bit because I'm about to do the splits. So if you feel like you're about to do the splits, kind of bring that right foot in a tiny bit. So I want you to have control with this. We do not have that control. We can compromise our form, we can hurt ourselves, or we stop breathing, we don't realize it. And breathing obviously is a little important to do. Coming up and hold, and down and hold, and release, and shake it out. Okay, we're going to turn to the right. And I'm going to have you come towards the front of your mat. You're going to take a step back with your left foot. Your left heel is straight up to the sky. So I want you to make sure both sets of toes are straight forward. We're going to go into sun salute. So you should be able to wiggle your front toes so we're not putting pressure on the front of the foot. You're going to roll your hip under, and then you're going to lower the back knee to the floor, and then you're going to lift to the sky. Good. Further, lift the chest up, and then open yourself to the sky as you lower your back knee down. Sun salute. Lifting the chin, lifting the chest. Keep going a little bit further each time. We are holding this pose. This is the yoga pose. We are holding it, but I want you to find that pose a little bit deeper, a little bit further into the down with the back knee. Chest is opening up to the sky. At this point, you're going to bring your hands down. We're going to work this leg, the left leg. You're going to be pushing the heel to the floor. Feel the stretch. And then what I want you to do is activate your quads. You're going to push the knee forward. So that's the work. Push the heel back as you stretch. Feel that down the back of the leg. And then work. Push the knee forward. Good. And back. Doing great. Keep it up. Really pushing through. Back. Pushing the heel to the floor or towards the floor as much as you can. And forward. I'm going to have you hold here. Feel that fire up through the quads. See if you can go a little bit lower. Woo. And then you're going to push the heel down and hold. Stretch. Woo. And I want you to really push that heel down. Feel that stretch through the calves. Up to the back of the leg. There you go. And you're going to drop that heel down all the way. Turn the toes slightly out. So that back leg is now straight and heel is down to the floor. You're going to straighten your right leg. Cartwheel down into a pyramid. Lowering your head and your chest. You can have your hands on your shins if you need to, or thighs. And then hinge forward. Whichever is most comfortable for you. Both legs are straight as you press your tailbone back. Lowering your head down. Inhale. Exhale. Curling yourself up. We're going to open up into a triangle, so you're going to turn your left toes just a little bit more. Legs are still straight. And then you're going to slide down. So you can have your hand on your thigh, shin, your right hand, left hand up and back, and then just lower down as far as you're comfortable. Chest is open. Imagine yourself between two sheets of glass. Left shoulder up and back. You can gaze at the floor. You can gaze towards me or to the sky. There you go. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come up. We're going to shake out the legs. Now we're going to switch sides. I'm going to turn this way. That way you can see that side of the body, but you're welcome to turn which direction you like. I'm turning to the left and towards the end of the mat. And then I'm going to take my right leg back. We're going to go into that sun salute. So back heel is off the floor. Make sure it's straight up. You're not pushing at the heel. And then you're going to tuck your tailbone under, bending at the back knee, and then dropping down. And then lift to the sky into sun salute. Now at this point, muscle memory, your body kind of already knows what's going on. So see how far you can go into it right away. Chest is lifted, lowering the knee, opening up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure your back foot is straight, your back heel is straight up. Front knee is pointed towards your toes. One more breath. Inhale. Chest is lifted. Exhale. Lower those hands down. From here, we're going to go into that dynamic stretch. So you're going to push the heel to the floor. And then use those quads. Push the knee forward. Good. stretching the heel, and then push the knee forward, use the quad to push forward. There you go. And again. So we're going back and forth between. So one side of the leg is stretching, and the other side of the leg is working. If you think about it, if you sit at a desk all day, you tend to be really weak in those quads. They're not really doing much. And the hamstrings and calves tend to be tightened from that sitting position. So this is a great one to do if you tend to sit a lot. Push, 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 and then press and down. Okay, you're going to come forward and hold. Activating those quads. You can go a little lower if you'd like. And then push the heel down as far as you can. Chest is still lifted. Pushing that heel as far as you can get down there. Feel that in the back of the leg. Bring that heel up a little bit, and then you're going to turn the foot just a little bit so the toes are slightly out. We're going to go into the pyramid. So both legs are straight, and then cartwheel down. Pressing your hips back. You can use your hands on your thighs, your shins. Lowering your head and your chest. Chin is tucked. Go into as far as, whoop, we're about to fall down. I'm getting too comfortable there. I'm about to fall asleep right there. Pressing the tailbone back. Legs are extended. Lowering your head as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale. And coming up. We're going to open up into triangle. You can turn your foot a little bit more if you need to. Both legs are straight. And then we're going to open and slide down. You can keep your hand on your thigh if you need to. Got your shin. Right shoulders up and back. Open up. You're in between those two sheets of glass. Make sure that we focus on the opening part along with the legs straight. Then we go down as far as we can. So think about the priorities of where you're at with your form. So a lot of times people try to go down so far, it's like, oh, because she's doing it, but then they're down here or here and they're straining the rest of the body. I want you to find what works for you today and tomorrow. Coming up, we're going to shake it out. Ooh. My balance a little off today, huh? All right. Feet hip width apart. I'm going to move into the shoulders a little bit. We're going to rotate. Activating those rotators. These are muscles that, especially the external rotators, tend to be pretty weak. Again, if you sit at a desk, do things in front of you, the internal rotators are always tight. External rotators are always weak. Go ahead and work your way out. Shoulders stay down. Even though we're working the shoulders, they stay down. Palms are going to be facing up now. Thumbs are back. Shoulders sliding down. And then we're going to pulse upwards. Little movement. Activating those shoulders. There you go. Knees are soft. Whoop, or pop the ankle. Inhale. Exhale. Now keeping those palms in that same position, now pulse backwards. It's just a little movement. You're not going very far. Activating the posterior shoulder and back. There you go. And then you're going to bring your elbows down and extend. A little movement, doesn't have to go very far. We should just activate those lats. You can pretend you're pulling those chains. Good. Again, pull the chains. One more time. And then turn your palms up. Actually, let's shake it out first. Give those shoulders a little bit of a break. Okay, now back out. Palms facing down this time, shoulders still down. You're going to relax the elbows and then extend. Relax the elbows, extend. So we're still working through those shoulders. We don't realize it how much we tense and strain through those shoulders until it's too late. So we want to work those muscles so they're nice and strong and in the right position so we're not as achy. Also from holding our body in the wrong position too. There you go. One more extension and release. Good job. Now, bring your arms up and around. We're going to hold that big beach ball. You're going to bend the knees, arch the back like a cat, and then you're going to hold your big beach ball. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what this looks like from the side. Fingers spread, chin is tucked, elbows up and out. And you see I have a curve in the back as my knees are bent. Lift those shoulder blades up and out. Feel that stretch. Inhale. Good. Holding it there. Exhale. Now holding on to that ball. Don't let go of that ball. Elbows up and out. Start to straighten your legs. And then you're going to curl yourself down. Chin is still nice and tucked. Elbows are still up and out. You got that big ball. Legs are straight as you start to curl down. And you're going to start feeling this through the hamstrings, through the back, through the shoulders. Still holding onto the ball. See how far you can go down. When you get to that point where you stop, just hang out there. Inhale. Chin is nice and tucked. Exhale. Elbows up and out. Shake your head yes. Still let yourself drop down as you're in this position. Shake your head no. So if you get further and further to the floor, that's okay. I want you to stretch the spine and the hamstrings out together. Shake your head yes again. Big beach ball still. Shake your head no. And then start to curl yourself up vertebra by vertebra, pressing your spine to the sky. Bend your knees if you need to protect your back. Pressing your spine to the sky. And then you're going to bring your hands up as high as you can. Palms facing forward. Lift your chin, your chest. Keeping your hips from pushing forward, I want you to push your arms back. So I want you to avoid, this is what happens when I say push those arms back. Chin goes forward, hips go forward. I want you to keep those hips back, chin is back, lift the rib cage, and then push those arms back. You got it. Inhale, exhale. And then you're going to pull your elbows down and back, opening up the chest. Again, hips are back, chin is back. Relax the neck. Pulling back and down. Fingers spread, reaching out as far as you can. Open the chest. So I talked about earlier that we tend to be tighter in the front of the body because of everything being done in the front. So we're going to stretch the front of the shoulders and the chest muscles. Fingers spread, hinge from the wrist. You can start feeling that through the fingers too. Working those computers too much. Typing a lot. Holding our phones a lot. Pull back a little more. Inhale. Fingers spread. Hinge from that wrist. So you can see my wrist is hinging. I'm going to feel that right through the fingers. You might get a little tingling. That's okay. And let everything go. Good. Shake it out. Okay, let's do some footwork here. Start with your feet hip width apart, and we're just going to alternate between feet. I just feel like I'm doing like those little portable Stairmasters that you can do in front of your TV. Make sure the knees stay forward so we're not turning out. This is a very common thing, especially when we have been walking and standing and sitting in the wrong position due to pain, arthritis, But I want you to make sure we train the muscles in the right direction. And as we train them in the right direction, those muscles will get stronger and will hold your body in the right position. And then that's where less pain comes into play. Because then your body's happier too. Okay, you're going to plant your left foot. Right toes are going to go under, and you're just going to circle it out. If you get a cramp, just take your foot up, and then when it's released, go back down. We don't realize we don't train those toes and the muscles in the feet as much. Go ahead and switch directions. Inhale. Exhale. And switch feet. Plant your right foot, left toes under, and then circle it out. If you have that chair nearby, you can use it to help with balance, but try not to hold on for dear life. I want you just to use it so that you're not going to feel like you're going to fall. And then that way you can focus on, excuse me, what we're working on. Switch directions. Hopefully we didn't already. I lose track of which sides we're going when I'm talking. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, plant your left foot back down, toes are spread. You're going to have your toes spread, right toes spread. Your heel is up. What I want you to do is you're going to push your heel forward. Make sure your heel and knees are lined up. I want you to feel this through the bottom of the foot, especially through the ball and into the bottom of the toes. And then you're going to be pressing your heel down and activate all the muscles on the bottom of the foot. So arch and toes. And then you're going to go back up again. Toes are spread. Push the heel forward. And then pressing down. Imagine something's pushing on that heel as you're pushing to the floor. Again. And pressing down. And up. Let's do one more time. Pressing into the floor, holding it there. Now we're going to switch to left. Toes are spread, left foot, nice and tall. You see how I started to tilt? I had to correct myself there. So we're not pushing into that hip so much. And then push the heel and knee forward, feel that to the bottom of the toes. And then pressing down, work the muscles. So this is that dynamic stretching. We're working the muscles as we push down. Feel that to the bottom of the toes. And then you're going to come up with the heel, push your heel forward and stretch. And then press. And then up and push forward. And pressing down. There you go. Again. Down. Let's do one more. Hopefully you weren't counting. I don't always count. Pressing down. Good. And then shake it out. Alright. Let's go into mountain pose. You did a great job. Now we're just going to relax. So, hips and knees lined up, toes relaxed. I want you to find that center from the bottom of the feet. So your arches gently come up just a little bit, so you should be able to fit like a pencil. And then having a coin underneath your big toes and gently pressing on the coins. And then bring that center up through the ankles, through the knees, hips, shoulders, and head. We're going to open up, eyes gently closed, just letting everything go. You deserve this. Just let your breath release. Inhale and exhale. Eyes release. Release your jaw as your teeth gently separate. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale. Again, inhale up. And exhale. One more time. And release. And namaste. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you do, please subscribe. Just click on that button right there. And I will see you next time. Take care.